What's up, Giant Slayers? Brandon here from David vs. Goliath BJJ. In today's video, we're going over how to defend the arm triangle. So if you want to learn, then keep on watching. By the way, guys, if this is your first time checking out the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on weekly videos.
Alright guys, so we're going to be starting from bottom side control. Tim's going to be on top of me with a cross face and an underhook. I'm going to have my arm framed here. Okay, so as just basics, with this outside arm, okay, when my hand is framed here, this is not a bad spot for your hand to be in, but there are some counters. Right, Tim can release his cross face and look to attack Americanas. Okay, or in today's video, since we're going over arm triangles, a lot of times he's going to look to duck his head. Exactly. Win or beat my elbow line and then look to set up his choke from here. Okay, so just be mindful of that when you're on the bottom. Okay, you don't want him to get your elbow, okay, again, across your center line. Okay, so when I'm here, if I feel Tim pushing up on my elbow, driving low with his head, freeze. Okay, I'm going to try and give you guys, again, early, middle, and late defenses. So this is kind of an early defense, right? I see him going for it. I see him starting to win my elbow. Okay, so I'm going to try and bridge, okay, just to get my elbow back down. Okay, or, okay, once my elbow's out here, okay, I can try and go around. But in either situation, the battle right now is for my elbow. If Tim can keep his ear right tight and glued, I'm going to have a hard time. Okay, so the longer I wait and the more I let him settle, the harder it is going to be for me to win my elbow back. Okay, so again, if I have his hand framed, I see him starting to fight my elbow. Right here, I'm already bridging. Okay, I'm bridging away in this direction. I'm trying to keep my elbow glued to the ground here. Okay, so if Tim wins my elbow here, now he locks his hands. Right, keeps his ear nice and tight. Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to get my elbow back. Again, I can continue to try and bridge in this direction and circle my arm out, but at this point, it's starting to get too late. Okay, so that's more of an early defense. If I get caught and I'm stuck here, okay, a second line of defense is to use my knee shield. Okay, so I know that Tim, in order for him to finish, he wants to hop over to the other side to complete the arm triangle. Okay, so I'm going to put up my knee shield, okay, and try and block him from going to the mount or to the knee belly. Okay, so I want to try and connect my elbow, okay, on the inside, okay, and keep my knee nice and high. Again, if Tim goes to knee belly, okay, I can start to frame and block that knee from coming through. Okay, so that's kind of the next layer of defense. If he manages to beat my knee shield and my elbow and get through, freeze. Okay, his knee is on top of my belly now. Okay, so nothing's really stopping him from cutting all the way through. Okay, so in this situation, I'm gonna, instead of using my elbow, I'm going to use my hand. I'm going to turn my hand like this, and I'm going to use my hand as a placeholder on the top of Tim's knee. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, so if you guys had a chance to check out my knee and belly defense video, I'll go ahead and leave a link to that above too. I go over this in a little bit more detail. But again, my hand is going to act as a placeholder on top of his knee. Yeah, I'm not trying to push his knee off with my hand. Tim's a big guy. There's no way I have enough power to do that. I'm just trying to keep his knee in place as I run. Okay, so I'm going to start to run my feet on the mat away from him. I call this the Homer Simpson run. Okay, and I'm just going to start to run away. Okay, so if Tim follows me, go ahead and follow. Okay, just try to outrun him. Okay, here. Okay, sometimes the person on top is going to do a good job at following, especially when they have their outside foot posted on the mat. Okay, so sometimes it'll look like that. We're going to get into a little race. Okay, but the person on the bottom is almost always faster. Okay, I just keep a placeholder in, and then again, I run my hips away. Okay, so that's going to be more of a medium defense. Alright guys, so switching angles a little bit. Now let's assume Tim was able to knee belly and cut through and come to the other side, and now he's going to look to finish the arm triangle. Okay, so an additional layer of defense, okay, is I'm going to answer the telephone. Again, I'm trying to create separation between my shoulder and my neck. Okay, so here, alright, Tim, try to squeeze. He can still apply a decent amount of pressure, okay, but I don't want to sit here all day. Some guys can still choke you through this, okay, but this does add an additional layer of defense, okay, by just, again, answering the telephone, putting your hand on your ear. Okay, if I feel like that's not tight enough, or I feel like, not strong enough, and Tim's grip is really tight, he's starting to bypass this defense. Again, I'm going to throw my leg, okay, up to try and save myself. Okay, I'm going to throw myself a lifeline. Okay, so I don't want to rely on my arm reaching my leg. I want to bring my leg to my arm. Okay, similar to the defense I showed with defending the Kimuras. you guys haven't had a chance to check out how to defend the Kimuras, I'll leave that above in the link as well. Okay, but here again, Tim's beating past this defense. I feel like he's getting super tight. I throw myself a lifeline. Okay, so I'm gonna get a gable grip underneath my leg. Okay, I'm looking to create separation again between my neck and my shoulder. Okay, I can also cross my feet if I want. I start to stretch, right, my legs, and use the power of my legs to create space. Again, the main concept is I'm creating space between my neck and shoulders. Okay, if I feel like Tim is still super tight and this isn't enough, I'm gonna start to rock, okay, and roll to my side. Okay, once I roll to my side, it changes the angle, okay, and it makes it really hard for Tim to choke me out. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, well, can he go for an Ezekiel choke or take your back or do something else? Yes. Okay, but sometimes when you get caught that deep in the game, you have to give up something to get something. Okay, so right now I am exposing my back, okay, in hopes that he lets go of his arm triangle. Whew, okay, so now I'm not as tight anymore. Okay, now I'm defending the seatbelt and the back attack, but again, I didn't get choked out. Okay, so early, middle, late defenses, guys. Again, this is a late defense. Obviously, I want to start with my early defenses and not get to a point where he's super deep on me. Okay, the better he is at finishing submissions, usually the earlier I have to stop him. If I let a good guy get too deep, right, your only escape is to tap. Okay, but again, as a late defense, answering the telephone. If I feel like that's not working, I throw myself a lifeline here. Okay, if I still need extra space, I rock and I try to get to my side. Okay, bait the back, wait for him to switch his grips to seatbelt, and I can look to get inside thumb position, get my back to the ground, okay, and then continue the progression from there.
All right, guys, there you have it, how to defend the arm triangle. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram at David vs. Goliath PJJ. I'd be more than happy to help you out along your journey. Again, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.